Hi everyone in YouTube land. I have a little bit of a haul for you, so I'm just going to jump right into it. And again, I spent very little money on this haul. So I just have to kind of go off and say that. Okay, so here is my haul from American Girl. As you can see, it's a very small bag, but while I was there, I ended up getting a catalog. And I'm not really sure if I'll be getting the Gaudy doll. I really have to think about it, but there are so many other like holiday things that are catching my eye right now. So I don't know if I'm totally done with the Gaudy girls, just because I'm finding the Truly Me dolls a little bit more alluring, but that's just my opinion. I think the fashion for the 18-inch dolls are more stylish, and they have been over the past couple of years. I'm loving the mix and match items that have come out over the past couple of years. Like this is from a couple years back, if not, I don't think it was from last year, but at least I don't think so. But there was like a lot of rose gold. And even nowadays, I think there's a lot of rose gold. They just call it like a pale pink, but I think it's more rose gold to me, unless you compare it with this older mix and match. Then, if you call this rose gold, then I can see how this year's would be like a pale pink. But yeah, I'm just really loving the mix and match from seasons past. So, starting with this year, I'm supporting American Girls collab with Something Navy. So far, I'm liking what they have when they're collabing, when they're doing their collaboration with some of these other companies. I don't want to say smaller companies, but I definitely feel like I don't really know anything about Something Navy. It could be a luxury brand, and maybe that's why. I'm more of a sporty, old-fashioned person where I like brands that I grew up with, like Nike and Adidas and Coach. And nowadays, like there's Fendi and all these other brands that I'm just starting to get into. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Something Navy. I think this is the second time that I've seen them do a collaboration with Something Navy, but this is maybe their winter collection. These are called the Frosty Faux Fur Trimmed Booties, and I really wanted to put these on this doll, just because I feel like with her dark features, I don't really feel like the black boots from years past goes really well with this outfit, especially since it has like a lily white llama on the very front of it saying Happy Yarmulke. So I'm definitely going to see if she looks a little bit more appealing in the white booties versus the black booties. And another thing that I ended up getting, since I'm saving all my coins for later in the year, are the Fun on the Slopes travel outfit. I really wanted this for this doll, but I'm really liking the advent calendar that they have out this year that features a doll with ringlets, long black ringlets on the back of the calendar. So I might either put this on my McKenna doll or maybe another doll. I even have this doll who I named Ginger, and she even looks cute in this picture with this outfit. But I figure since I'll have this outfit forever and ever and ever, just because it's so cute, I feel like, all the dolls that I want will have a chance to wear this outfit. Okay, so far so good. I took them out, and I feel like they both have an equal amount of fur on each booty. So that's a good sign, because sometimes American Girl can skimp on certain things. The fur on this, or the faux fur on this, feels a lot softer than the faux fur on the black ones that I got years ago. The black ones do have the heel and the buckle, so it looks like the collab with Something Navy used the same style that they had years ago with this black bootie and the buckle here. So, and it could be that this is softer because I've had these for a few years and these are brand spanking new. There seems to be like a little bit of a pearl kind of opaque color on this boot, where this boot seems to be a little bit more on the matte side. But it could also be because it's an ebony and this is more of an ivory color. That's kind of like a mother of pearl. But I do like the two-toned gray and white. It's like a heather gray and an ivory white. Okay, so I was right, guys. I think the white, definitely the ivory looks better against her jeans or jeggings. And overall, I think she looks better in this outfit with the white booties versus the ebony ones. And I just went ahead and tucked the ebony ones in the box. And if you're looking for storage for your older boots, for the ebony black boots, it still fits in the box that the white boots came in. So I definitely feel like it's a better fit for her. So that's my American Girl haul. It's definitely very small. I did take advantage of the Columbus Day sale or the Indigenous People Day sale on Monday. So even though it was a very teeny tiny haul, I managed to get those quadruple points. Was it a quadruple? I think so. Yeah, I managed to get those points. Hopefully I'll see those points reflected. And the fact that she's like a newer doll, she's 121. These boots were very snug. So I doubt that these boots would fit comfortably on an older Pleasant Company doll that is part of that Just Like You line. But I might be wrong. However, I think that's just where we are right now. I'm going to wait until later to try the ski outfit, and I'm going to move on to my other haul. All right, so I'll start with this one. This one I ended up getting, it says that this was made in Denmark. So I have a little one who's still going over his letter sounds. He's my youngest. So I like the fact that these blocks have the capital letter, which he was tested on in kindergarten, and the lowercase letters, and they also have great graphics, and they also have numbers, so you can put the numbers in ordinal order, numerical order, and you can also put the letters in order, and you can test your child with their knowledge of lowercase letters and uppercase letters, because like I said, you can turn the blocks over and they have the different shaped letters. I like how simplistic it is. These toys are wooden toys. So again, I love the simplicity of these toys, that they are not brand name toys. And I like the fact that this stroller looks like my childhood. It's very old-fashioned. My parents were big fans of shopping at Building 19, and they would buy me Toys R Us things, Cabbage Patches, My Little Ponies, brand name toys, but they would also buy me toys that were generic, like toys that didn't have brand names, and I really appreciate that. So I do that now for my family. So I love the fact that this is very plain, and it's not a brand name that I'm familiar with. But my son also likes to build with building blocks, so I like the fact that I can use these interchangeably with his building blocks that are wooden. All right, so that's what I got at a TJX store, and it comes with its own case, so you can easily turn that over and build on top of that. All right, this is Rainbow. This is a Rainbow High doll. I'm not familiar with Rainbow High, but over the past couple of years, I've started buying their dolls. And so I've been watching reviews on these dolls on YouTube for people who are really Rainbow High fans and know a little something more about these dolls. So I definitely like these dolls for the artwork. I love the art on them. I love how curly her hair is. She's got these little white platinum ringlets, and she's got beautiful tan. She's got a beautiful tan complexion that's borderline brown, like a golden brown color. And I like the fact that you can draw on her clothes with these markers, so you can create. You can also draw on her hair, and it's supposed to come out with water. So, and then you can start all over again. So I like the concept of art. Not only do you have the beautiful artwork of the doll itself, but you can create your own artwork. So, as someone who is really into art, I love that Rainbow High decided to do that. Another beautiful doll that I got from this collection is this doll. And I guess I should just do a review on some of the Rainbow High dolls that I have, because now I have a little bit of a collection. And because the artwork on their boxes are so creative and so pretty, I'm having a hard time throwing the boxes out. But you guys know that I'm not a type of collector or doll collector who keeps the dolls in a box. I think that's only for certain types of collectors. I've never been one to do that. Not to say I interact with the dolls all the time. Sometimes they have dust on them by the time I'm ready to change them up, just because I'm an adult collector. It's hard for me to want to keep them in the box. So I've just never been one to do that over the years. All right, another part of my haul I said was not something I spent money on. So you guys know I have been going through my storage containers and things that I packed away in storage when my son was born, and we were cleaning out his nursery and things like that. I had tea sets. So what happened was, because he was a baby and he would get into things, he was my most active family member. Of my immediate family. I really couldn't keep fragile things around for very long. So as soon as I saw that he was starting to develop that active personality and that active character, I just started putting all my tea sets and tucking them away in storage. And so now I'm unboxing them and unearthing them. And this is one that I love. I just found this one in a box not too long ago. Speaking of another thing I found that I had already boxed up a long time ago was this Happy Birthday or Birthday Wishes Barbie. And I found her in a consignment shop. I thought she was so pretty and so beautiful. Usually I don't collect a lot of these birthday dolls, especially the Barbie ones. But I just love how the box looks. And again, I'm sorry that I am not one of those collectors who can just keep dolls in the boxes forever and ever and ever, because it has like a beautiful to and from little place that you can write who you would like to gift this to. But of course, I'm gifting it to myself. I like the pleats in her dress, and I like the details on her bodice, and I like how simplistic her earrings are. I feel like when Barbie and Mattel, or Mattel is Barbie really, when they decide that they don't want to spend a lot of money on Barbie's jewelry, I think the minimalist attitude is fine to have. She doesn't have one of those cheap necklaces on. So I think that's fine that they decided not to give her a necklace. I think that's better than giving her like a cheap piece of plastic to put around her neck. And I like the fact that they kept her earrings simple. There's no cheap plastic on her ears. It just looks very simplistic. So I think less is best when it comes to Barbie. I've even seen this backdrop in my Barbie quinceanera box. So what I'll probably do is I'll keep the box just for the artwork, but I'm definitely taking the Barbie out of the box. All right, so I plan on doing that one day, just because, again, I went through my storage. All right, and in going through my storage again, I ordered a Madame Alexander doll before I went into labor with my son, because they were selling these dolls like hotcakes, and I got like a really awesome price on this doll. And I had never really owned one of these fancy porcelain Madame Alexander dolls, but look how pretty she is. And look how detailed her dress is. And it's called Colonial Christmas. And she even comes with like a little wreath that you can pair with her. So she's never really been out of the box, and I've never had time to display her, because by the time my youngest was born, the youngest member of my family was born, the fact that I found out that she was porcelain when she arrived, I just boxed her up and put her with the tea sets. So you can see the iconic Alexander, Madame Alexander logo here and the polka dots. Speaking of Madame Alexander, do you guys remember her? For all of you who have been with me for years on YouTube, you should remember her. She is one of my very first Madame Alexander play dolls that I collected, or that I got over the years. And like I said, I would order these dolls and I just didn't have time to really pay attention to them. So she ended up going into storage as well. I just got her out and displayed her for the Christmas, and then I put her away. You can see she's got like a little smudge from how long she's been in the box. But look how the doll companies imitate one another. Do her eyes look familiar to you guys? See how these doll companies just, after a while, they just start imitating one another, because this doll had those permanent eyelashes way before the American Girl dolls did. And I remember drawing attention to it in one of my videos, that she had the painted on eyelashes as well as the sleep eyes. And I didn't know what to think of it back then, but I knew all the fancier doll companies from like Europe had these dolls look like this. They would always have those permanent eyelashes. And I always thought that was like a European thing. Or overseas thing. I never really considered it something that American Girl would eventually do. I also like the shape of her features, the full lips, the full eyes, and the full nose. I love that. I love her face paint. So I really feel like children indulge in play through their eyes. And so I love the fact that there's something cherub-like about the features of her lips and just the permanent lashes on her eyes. I just think she's with the roundness and the beautiful paint on her face and her complexion, her beautiful honey brown complexion. I just think she's a likable doll. Her box is typical of a regular Madame Alexander box. There was nothing really fancy about her box, nor did she come with any instructions or a name or a number. She just came in a general Madame Alexander box. I'll show you guys the box she came in. Okay, so here's her box that you guys can see. And here's everything that you guys need to know about the time that I bought this doll. Madame Alexander, I think, was starting to lose money because a lot of the hair on these dolls was very hard to comb and brush through. So the advertising was a little false, but they wanted 18-inch play dolls for a lot of their customers. So this was the box she came in. It's falling apart now, all because she was in storage, not because I was rough on the box. So that was her meat box. Okay, and these are the last of the two Madame Alexander finds that I have in my collection. Again, you have the Madame Alexander brand name or the logo, And you have these dolls that have the beautiful facial features with the full lips and the eyes that open and close, but these two do not have permanent eyelashes. And one is called Babette and the other one is called Bianca. Just because I ended up getting two of these dolls, and they're called My Little Girl. It's from the My Little Girl line, and those are the dolls on the back. And this is just a write-up of Malum Alexander and who she was, so if you guys want to pause it and read it for yourself, you can, because I think that's always interesting to know something about a lot of these doll companies and their history. Okay, the next big thing I found in my storage box was the Gotts dolls, the Just Like Me. And you can tell that they're the original Gotts dolls. So I can't wait to open her up. I got her years ago, before my son even started walking. I found these at Home Goods. And then the last doll, whoops, was this one. And her outfit was what attracted me the most. And she's a Gotts Precious Day doll. But I love her box. But again, she's not staying in the box. And this is the advertisement on the back. And that's how I say the name. I don't know if it's Gotts or Goats, or I'm not German, so I don't really speak German. But I love their dolls. And since I'm talking about German, Paris, since I probably won't see Paris, France this year because of the bed bug situation, I probably can only go to France through this picture, or Paris through this picture. So Christmas in Paris through my 1,000-piece puzzle, which you guys will see me do closer to the Christmas season. All right, so that's about it, guys. That's my low budget storage for today, and this puzzle was about $10, but by being 1,000 pieces, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. All right, talk to you guys later.